She steps forward and takes the spotlight. She claims the Thunderbolts saved New York, and then, almost casually, she brands them as the new Avengers. Now, this move isn't about recognition. It's not about gratitude. It's a calculated play. A manipulative trick designed to protect herself while keeping control of the very people she sees only as assets. But here's the funny part. By calling them the new Avengers, she gives them something they've never had before: legitimacy, recognition, and a real platform to do good. And the beauty of it? The Thunderbolts don't follow along because they're being manipulated. They follow along because they realize this name, this platform, can be used to help people on their terms. So when Yelena looks at Valentina and says, "We own you now," she's basically saying, "Thanks for the promotion, but we'll take it from here." And in that moment, the team isn't just being branded, they're taking ownership. They're reshaping the Avengers name into something new, something entirely their own. And that's what makes this so perfectly in character for the Thunderbolts. They're not trying to be the next Iron Man. They're not chasing the shadow of Captain America. They're not here to live up to somebody else's legacy. They're here to carve out their own. The title New Avengers isn't about replacing the originals. It's about creating something brand new, something messy, imperfect, but honest. And if you want proof, look no further than that post-credit scene. 14 months later, the Thunderbolts are still together, still bickering, still arguing about copyright issues with Sam Wilson, and Red Guardian, of course, insists that New Avengers just sounds cooler. That's peak family energy right there. They're not polished superheroes. They're not flawless icons. They're a dysfunctional family trying to figure it all out as they go. And that Fantastic Four tease at the end, that's not just a setup for the next movie. That's a signal. It's telling us the new Avengers are stepping up to face the next big crisis. And whether they're ready or not, this messy, chaotic family is now Earth's new protectors. And honestly, that might be exactly what the world needs. But why does this matter? Why does it matter that the Thunderbolts work better as a family than the Avengers ever did? Because lately, the MCU has been struggling with something bigger than villains, or timelines, or cosmic threats. It's been struggling with heart. The Avengers were Earth's mightiest heroes. And no doubt, they changed the world. But they weren't a family. Not really. They were soldiers, fighters, individuals with different ideals forced to come together because the threats they faced left them no choice. Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, Hawkeye, legends. Yes, but legends who were often divided, sometimes broken, and at times even enemies to each other. The Thunderbolts? They don't have that luxury. They start as broken people. They begin in the shadows. They're not trying to live up to the past. They're trying to survive it. And in that survival, they find each other. Think about it. Yelena carrying the weight of Natasha's legacy. Bucky, haunted by decades as the Winter Soldier. Red Guardian, desperate to prove he's more than a joke. A ghost, still searching for stability and acceptance. Taskmaster, broken by a life of manipulation. And US Agent, wrestling with his identity and failures. Each of them comes into this team with scars, with flaws, with reasons not to trust. But those flaws, those scars, they're exactly what binds them together. This is what makes them different from the Avengers. The Avengers were about ideals, about symbols, about what the world needed them to be. The Thunderbolts, they're about each other. When they bicker, it's not division, it's family. When they argue, it's not betrayal, it's love in disguise. And when they choose to stand together, it's not out of duty, it's out of choice. And maybe that's the heart the MCU has been missing lately. Over the past few years, we've seen multiverse chaos, cosmic gods, timeline fractures. Big, flashy spectacle, but sometimes the bigger the stage gets, the smaller the heart feels. And the criticism isn't entirely wrong. The MCU has been called out for being too focused on setup, too many cameos, too much multiverse noise, not enough soul. The Thunderbolts are the answer to that. Because their story isn't about perfection, it's about struggle. It's not about gods and titans, it's about people, flawed, damaged, but still willing to fight for each other. And that's what makes them powerful. They don't need to be flawless icons like Iron Man or Captain America, they just need to be themselves. Because in being themselves, they become something new.